as you guys were saying, though, look beyond that, right? Because as long as I
That's
keep
right.
you docile and okay, no problem, just love, okay, that's cool. We can still love, but we still can work too, because you still got to work about this economy while you in this thing, right? So you still got to be about it,
Right.
because we talking about when we have a God that owns a cattle of 1,000 hill. You mean to tell me I can't have one cow? All I'm limited to is drinking the milk?
Right. I want to say.
Go ahead.
I want to say to that too, bro. I read a statement by a brother. He was saying we are the like sacrificial lamb because we give all our talents away and people control. You know, we very talented and we do all these different things. And he was saying that we just like that sheep from the big slaughter. You know what I mean? And we don't really make a sound when they take everything. That's powerful, bro. We like that little sheep. Don't say nothing, and they take. You know, we like you was talking about the forgiveness. When this stuff is done to the extreme, you know, in lieu of our self-dignity and our self-worth. And this is what they were talking about, black power and all this. Not so much as against white people and establishment, but so much as black is beautiful, trying to establish ourselves.
Right.
And I believe if we tap into our purpose, bro, it's sad. It's a sad reality, but just like Vincent said, you know, it took me going to jail to find out my purpose, bro. And that's the sadness. It's bittersweet. You know, it's good that I was able to find out. Because some people may still not find out their purpose.
Right.
There's a lot of people walking around alive, but it's like we're dead. It's like we're asleep. Because if you don't know your purpose, that is a form of death, bro. It is a form of death. Because you are not going to reach your full potential that God has created you to soar to these heights. You know what I mean? We got all these songs, I Believe I Can Fly. That's what R. Kelly, all this stuff we talking about. Because you got to look in who you are, your essence of who you are. But again, if we're not being taught that at home, and we don't have no example of somebody showing how, then what do we expect the bird when it get out the nest but to fly and fall? You know what I mean? And sometimes not get back up because we don't have these examples, bro. A lot of times. So this is what we're saying. The breakthrough, what you're saying, Sheldon. You know, this is the breakthrough tonight. What we're saying.
Yes.
You can. You got to tap into who you are, man.
Yes.
Because we all created great.
You have everything in you to be great. It's already there.
That's right.
It's already there. You know, I said something earlier, man, on Facebook when I did a video for my Keep On Pushing Enterprises, man. You know, I said if opportunity knocks on your door, would you recognize it? Would you recognize it, or would you not even be so familiar with it that, well, you know what? I don't know what this is. I don't even open the door because I don't open the door for strangers. So you that far away from opportunity, you know what I'm saying? You don't forgot what opportunity look like. It's there. It is there. Again, you just have to just put it in your mind and know what you can do. But again, we let this fear and we let this other people, we let this box mentality stop us from doing what we have to do. And so instead of flying and soaring and moving, we still on the ground like we ain't got no wings. Like we got our leg broken. We fully functional. We just still sitting there because we around those other people that's on the ground that's not functional and they satisfied in that dysfunction, right? I can't function in dysfunction. That don't work for me. That doesn't work for me, right? And I don't like to be around dysfunctional people. That doesn't work for me.
That's right.
I don't like to have dysfunctional conversations. That doesn't work for me, right? Because again, I can't take that in my psyche. I'm not finna be on this woe was me. If it's unproductive, I can't be around it. Because what are you doing with your life and your purpose? Because the same people that's wealthy, the same people that's poor, the same people that's rich, whatever, black, white, yellow, it's the same 24 hours in a day. What are you doing with that time that you have been given? I'm not finna sit around and have a woe is me conversation with you. If you fail, we can help you try to get back up. But if you jump back up there and you fall and take the same route again, no, that's a problem. That's not an accident. That's a problem. That's a habit. That's somewhere you want to be. Just like it should only be one crackhead. Right? Only one. When you saw what they done in the first person, oh, nah, bro, I don't want that. But there's plenty of crackheads. Why? Because it's not going to happen to me. That can't be me. I'm stronger than that. No, you're not. And you always lose every time. Right? You lose every time because, you know, you lose, man. It's a lose-lose situation. So it's, again, all in the mind. It's all in the mind, man. You know, again, you can excel, man. Listeners, you can do great things out here in the world, man. In your mind, you have to know that you can do these things. And also know that you deserve it. Know that you deserve great things to happen. Like we was talking about before, man, you know some people, oh, my gosh, it's happening too good. What's going to go wrong? What's going to go wrong? What about what's going to go right? What about what's going to go right? What about what's going to be great? How about that? Every single day, man, when you walk around and know your why, be great. So you know you're going to fly. If you get pushed out the nest, if you fall out the nest or whatever, it was time for you to get up out of it, and you finna fall, and you finna fly. You finna make it, and you finna make things happen out here because, again, you believe in yourself. You invest in yourself. You love yourself. You care about yourself. You care about humanity. You care about your brother and your sister. Those little simple things. I know, listeners, this sounds real simple, but it's effective, right? It is very effective because we live in such an instant gratification society. We don't want to put in the time and the work to learn how to fly, to train to get to where we need to get there, where we need to go. And then when we do get there, we don't want to go reach back and tell nobody else, because we feel like, oh, they're going to try to steal my shine. Unless you got fake shine, ain't nobody going to steal your shine.
Right. I want to say, too, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a good point. Good points when y'all brothers making. I want to say, too, like, you like with birds, right? You got all different color birds. All of them are endowed to do the same thing. All of them are. All of them know how to go hunting and get a worm and come back and see they young ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see these birds jumping up out these nests and they feeding their babies. But you got one over here, right? He's jumping out the nest, but he never comes back with no food. So we already know that the baby is going to be malnutrition. He's going to be malnutrition. I'm showing these examples, man. I'm showing these examples because this is how we are as a people. You know what I mean? This is how we are as a people. You don't see the bluebird and the red bird just sitting there waiting on the bluebird to give him a worm.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to be wrong with this because all of them are endowed with the same thing. All of them are. And another example, man, when I went to truck driving school, a lot of things that's in our society, it is literally used as a distraction for some of us. It is used to kill a desire, to kill your willingness or wanting to learn, and you know what I mean, and move forward. When I went to truck driving school, and when it was actually time to get in that rig and drive it, bro, I promise you, when I opened up that door, I seen so many knobs on that dashboard. I was like, man, what's this? So some of them, they just stuck on them.
Yeah.
Don't serve no purpose. And these are big trucking companies. So we have to ask ourselves, like, what is the reason you will put so many different knobs and buttons just stuck on this truck? Did you do it to make it look good, or are you doing it so that it will look complicated?
What's the purpose?
You see, so it's a reason for it. And this is the thing that we got to be mindful of. You know, like we talked about last week with the blue jackets in school, right? The FHA program. Like, they made those blue jackets seem like if you wore that, you was a nerd, where nobody going to pay no attention, and then nobody go in the FFA, right? But we've been forming since we've been here, though, bro. How is it that we not in agriculture? You see what I mean? So something had to kill our desire.
Because they took away the farm. See, my dad in Mississippi, man, my dad grew up in Mississippi, man. He said the government paid people not to farm. They paid them not to farm. And so when they were sharecropping, they was getting jacked on their prices, so they was owing money, most of the time anyway. So it was all, so they ended up losing their land, right? Because they couldn't. So he told me about all that, man, back in the day, and so they kind of went away from that. Then all of a sudden now it comes to the store. Now somebody still grows that produce. All the produce you see in the grocery store, it grows somewhere.
Right.
It's growing somewhere. Why not be used? So we talk about, man, the community and stuff like that. Oh, lack of jobs, lack of this. Is it a lack of dirt? Is it a lack of shovels? Is it a lack of seeds? I mean, so you can do a community garden. You can do something. That's what I'm saying, though, man. We're too brilliant as a people to fall for this. Well, I got poverty. That's why I got crime. We're too brilliant. We're too brilliant to let that ride right now, man, because we have the opportunities out there we have to maintain. Now, there are issues, there are areas where there's crime. Now, we got to be able to reinvest in that community. Those people that are in those communities, reinvest in those communities. Those people that have money and have income, buy property, buy up the block, make the community beautified again. And then now you putting in the effort that you need to in the community. If you got 5 people with $10,000, that's $50,000 right there. And go buy that little piece of property, get your contractor. I guarantee there's so many skills around the community, but if we don't talk to each other, we'll never know that.
Right.
If we never have a conversation, man, if we don't see each other's value, but we'll never know that, man. Look at him with his pants hanging down. Look at her with this. Look at this. Look at that. So we never know what they know. We all got something inside of us, man, that we can use, and God gave us all something to use, right? And as y'all said earlier, man, use it. Use it or lose it. You go by the graveyard, man, you got all them people that were regardless when it was time up, time was up. regardless of what they did or didn't do. You know, that could be you. And we still sitting here alive, well, and breathing, making excuses for not doing what? You know, I always say, man, deal with excellence. Give excellence, not excuses. Give excellence, not excuses.
I'm gonna say this kind of what you were saying earlier, Sheldon, about people not even recognizing opportunity when it's knocking at the door.
Yo, it's a good video, man. Check it out.
You know, yeah, and you're right about that. And a lot of times we don't see the success in the struggle because the seed is there too, but the success. But sometimes we struggle. But I'm gonna say this about my own life, bro. I mean, when we talk about dysfunction, whether we directly dealt with it in our family, or we dealing with it as a group of people, you still tied to the group, and we are from a dysfunctional, you know, ethnicity, bro. And every set of people has their own set of problems and dysfunction. So, and I'm gonna say this to me, bro. This is a miracle. I'm a sign, you a sign, and Vincent is a sign. Because we came from the streets of Hard Knocks, bro. It's a miracle by God to make it out the escape through those cracks, bro. And have the type of mind that we have. I can speak for myself, bro, and that's why I always talk about God in my sign. Because I know, bro, I could have received a death penalty. First of all, I couldn't have made it out the hood even before I got in trouble. It wasn't encouraged to read in the hood. Now I'm sitting up talking about reading and educating myself. You know what I mean? That wasn't promoting what I was. So, you gotta look, I was dealing with all these type of, these strikes against me, but it was, that's why I say it's a miracle, bro, that I escaped it. And this is what we're dealing with, because you gotta get up out that environment. So, God allowed me to be placed in a different environment called prison, and that's why I turned that to a college. That wasn't even by my own will. I never planned that. That wasn't never in the blueprint. See, we don't know. We plan, but God is the best of planners. So it was that situation that was born out of darkness where the light came through. The light broke. You know what I mean? The light came through. But I understand, bro, why. So, you know, I understand why a lot of brothers and sisters are in the state that they feel like they can't, you know, I'm stuck, bro. That's one of the worst places you want to feel in your life psychologically, like I'm stuck, I can't move. So we are the ones, if we are the signs, because God will always raise somebody up, bro, in your family. Just think about it. You're one of the ones, children. I'm one of the ones in my family. Vincent is one of the ones. And we are the signs, bro, because we was right with our families. We came from the same situation. I came from Prince Hall, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I am a sign. So we are trying to do this, but we can never forget. We can never forget where we come from. And I want to go.
For my baby.
Most definitely. I want to go. I want to go to the hood. I want to go well. Cause let's keep it
I love
real,
talking
bro.
to people there, man. I love talking to people in the hood, man. Some loving people there, man.
I mean, all people. But it's
They're people, man. They're people.
I believe, you know, they already got their situation. But I work at A&M, you know what I mean? These people just going to get their degree, and it's just keep getting better and better as far as their financial. They ain't got them type of issues. So, you know, this is where we want to go. And if we say even Christians who in the Bible, where did Jesus go? Jesus went to the people that was
straight from the streets.
That's right. He went into them situations. But some of us scared. We scared. We
scared of our own people, man.
We'll ride by the hood. Now we don't got too good. We don't got us some little jobs. We don't got out the hood. The hood is always still in me. It ain't. It's dormant still. So
it's all good in the hood, man. But,
you know, I'm gonna be crazy now. I ain't just gonna go out there and wild out and, you know, just going to those situations that's crazy. We're gonna get them to come to us, meet us halfway though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm saying, bro. But never forget.
Man, that's a good point, bro.
I ain't gonna never forget where I come from, bro. Like I ain't gonna never forget what made me who I am, and I'm not apologetic for who I am, bro. We gotta apologize for who we are. Now I'm black and proud. You should be white and proud, Mexican and proud. We all human.
Dude, that's funny you say that, man. That's funny you say that. I was talking to a guy, right?
Real talk.
I was talking to a guy, right? I walked up to the white guy. I said, man, I'm all for white power. And he had some headphones on. He said, huh? I said, I'm all for white power, man. He said, hold on. He topped the music and took his headphones off. He said,